Hello. So this is kind of a different type of review, I suppose. I want to come over here and talk about protein because I just did a protein treatment 3 weeks ago. And also, I recently purchased a natural hair book. And I just wanted to come on here and say it is very, very important that you really, equip yourself to make very sound decisions when it comes to your natural hair. I personally feel like it's very, very important to do research, just to really understand your hair, to become more knowledgeable about how everything works, because no two heads are the same. At the end of the day, no matter how many, products, reviews you watch, no matter how many tutorials you watch, at the end of the day, your hair is your hair, and you need to understand your hair. You should get a better idea of how to maintain and properly nourish your hair so that it can flourish and be, just overall healthy. So I bought the Science of Black Hair book. It is the bomb. I'm somewhat of a bookworm. I'm kind of a nerd. So I love the fact that it gives kind of the chemistry behind your hair, the scientific understanding behind your hair, as well as, how to build a regimen, what products to look at, product lists. It's a really good and sound book. So I encourage everyone, anyone, newly natural, oldly natural, oldly, just to read that book, because it gives some very, very good information. So with that said, I got to the chapter when it starts talking about protein. And, being natural, you hear a lot of ladies talk about protein sensitivity. Oh, it has a lot of protein in it. Oh, my hair needs protein. Oh, my hair hates protein. Things of that nature. So I was like, well, protein, let me research. So with reading the book, she gives out some pointers about making sure you have a moisture protein balance regimen, making sure that you do incorporate some protein products in your hair care, in your regimen. And then she also talks about signs that you may be protein deficient, or you may have too much protein in your regimen. So for me, I noticed that my hair was shedding a lot. And I mean, when I wash it, it sheds. When I detangle, it sheds. When I style, it was shedding a lot. And it's something that I dealt with before when I used to be relaxed. So once I read her book, and there's a segment where she talks about how to know if you need protein, and I realized that I don't have protein in my regimen. I didn't have protein, or not enough of it. So I decided to use the ApHogee protein treatment. And hold on one second. Okay, so this is the protein treatment from ApHogee. And in her book, she talks about this is one product that you could possibly use to do your protein treatment. And I went with this one because I used ApHogee when I was in high school one time, and I was familiar with it, and it was easily accessible because I wanted to do a protein treatment like right then, because I wanted to nip this whole shedding issue in the bud. So I went and got it. And actually, what I encourage anyone to do, if you are interested in doing a protein treatment, once you have fully equipped yourself to make a sound decision based off of research, not just what I say, but if you are interested in doing a protein treatment, I would say go to Sally's and buy this in the sample package, because that's what I did first. I wanted to try it out before I actually purchased the bottle. And very straightforward. Some of the reviews I was reading about the ApHogee treatments, some of them were kind of terrifying, because some of these women were like, oh, I did it, and make sure you read the instructions, make sure it was very like, oh my God, I was really nervous when I did it. But I feel like if you're competent, if you can drive a car, well, no. If you can read, you should be fine. Because some people who drive cars can't read. But in any case, if you can read, then you should be fine, because you need to read the instructions That's it. People made it seem more of an issue than what it is. Read the instructions and follow the directions like it says. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows. In any case, so yeah, did this. Hair got hard as a rock, but that's to be expected because that's what happens. It tells you that your hair is going to get hard as a rock. You know, maybe not in those words, but it gets hard. And yeah, did the protein treatment. Hair was like butter. Whoa. Hair has never been softer. Whoa. Whoa. Hair was super soft. It almost scared me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Hair was really, really soft. Wash and go was amazing. I've never had a wash and go that was that soft. It was like butter. I'm not going to lie, I was scared. I thought my hair was going to fall out straight up. But after a few days, I noticed that my hair wasn't as rough. It was softer than I've ever had before. The next week I washed my hair. Everything was fine. My shedding definitely was cut down a lot. Like the only shedding I had was hair that was supposed to naturally shed. It wasn't all that hair that was, you know, broken ends or broken hairs. It was definitely just hair that was supposed to shed. So right now it's like my 3rd week after having done the protein treatment. My hair is still soft. I feel like I see a difference in my hair. I feel a difference in my hair just by making sure I have incorporated protein into my regimen. So if you are one that feels like, oh, my hair is so this, my hair is so that, I would challenge you to really look at your regimen and make sure that it is moisture and protein balanced. Don't just always do a deep treatment, you know, moisturizing treatment. Make sure you have some kind of protein in your regimen, whether it's in your conditioner, whether it's like a protein treatment such as this. They also have a 2-minute protein treatment that I think you do more frequently than this, because this protein treatment is definitely like a 6-week type thing. You only do this every 6 weeks, 8 weeks. You don't do this as frequently. Really look at your products and see how high is the protein on my list. Am I making sure I put some protein in here to really, you know, fill in the holes and kind of strengthen and bring everything back together so that my hair is healthy? Because you don't want it to be overly moisturized, because that can also cause damage too. So don't take my word for it. Look it up, research. I've definitely done my part to treat this head of hair right. So I encourage you to do the same thing too. If you want to try this, I think this is a good protein treatment to start with. Some people may feel like it's too harsh on their hair. I mean, it is very startling when your hair is hard as concrete, but I like it. To each his own, you know, that's what I say. It also comes with a balanced moisturizer that you use after using the protein treatment. So, yep, I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Also, too, before I forget, you want to make sure that once you have done a protein treatment, it's very important that you make sure that you moisturize your hair. That's the biggest thing that was said. Make sure you moisturize your hair. Don't slack off in the moisture department. It seems as though that you may need to increase the amount of moisture that you do to your hair, because some women have reported shedding or breakage. I haven't noticed any of that yet. Not saying that I will, but I haven't had that issue. I have made sure my hair stayed thoroughly moisturized, meaning I have placed water back into my hair, not just oils, because oils work as sealants. So I have, you know, used my leave-in conditioners, the Carol Daughters Twee. I even use H2O. That's water if you don't know. H2O is water. And I also have recently purchased Uncle Funky's Thirsty Curls. I use that to, you know, moisturize my hair. So after you do a protein treatment, if you want to do a protein treatment, just make sure that you continue to moisturize your hair on a regular basis, you know. So I guess that's just my take on protein and ApHogee. I guess I kind of a two for one type deal. So yeah, thanks for checking in, tuning in, guys. Your support is thoroughly appreciated. I enjoy doing these very much. So I just feel like if I can help someone out there, then done my job as a natural. Hey, hey, hey. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Y'all have a lovely day. All right. Peace.